Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Knicks wrap up this home stretch. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
Yeah, and they're coming into this game with a little payback in mind, Kevin, because of what happened the last time these two clubs met. You never want to get swept in a season series.
You certainly don't, and you know, Steve, as well as I do, that the losses seem to stick with you much longer than the wins. Well, these guys will be ready to try to turn the tide.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Money, he's in at point guard. Monty out there with Paul George. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Knox in at the 5.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Here's Money. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. Fires from deep. And the basket good. Money's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's New York. It's a 3-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And it was so important for their bench to come in and play well in that game. I thought that was critical to the victory.
Well, they got contributions up and down the roster, and that's what you need. Everybody who stepped on the floor contributed.
Here's Money. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And so here is New York. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I spoke briefly with New York's head coach. I asked him if he had a plan for all the speed he'll be up against, and he told me a key would be transition defense, saying speed shows up most in the transition game, and we feel if we take that away from them, we have a major advantage. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Doris. And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by New York. Knocked away. To Canner. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
So it's the Knicks now, following the score by New Orleans. Passes to Drake. It's good from about 19 feet.
6, 7.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Puts up a 3. Here's Knox. Banked in off the glass.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Drake. New York moving the ball around. Out left to the wing. Crowder. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Cantor. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Now, the last meeting was a successful one. They were very sharp defensively, causing a lot of turnovers, and that swayed the game in their favor.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Misses from short range. What an easy win for him last time. As Steve mentioned, Clark, the turnover differential was a major factor.
Yeah, I call it disruptive in a word from the defensive standpoint. They were all over him the whole game.
New York's gone 0-2 from deep here. Out left to the wing. Here's Haston. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Here's Money. To the inside. Wade dishes to George. The pass to Knox. Can't connect from short range. Knicks trail by 4. The feed now to Hardaway. Here's Haston. Misses the 3. New Orleans is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Money. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That's good for Money. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Knicks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Haston, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Monty Eunice.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Here's Money. 5 points in the game. Drills it from outside. Money's got 8 points.
Well, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
Here's Cantor. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with.
Now here's Monty Eunice. He had 10 points in the win against Miami. Passes it to Money. Charity stripe shot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. That's 10 points for Money. Knicks trail by 8. Cantor in the corner. Hardaway against Wade. Now here's Hardaway. He's covered closely, and the shot is good. And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. Dwayne Wade on top.
I mean, that much we've learned. He makes the most of the good looks he gets, and if it's not there, he's not going to force a bad shot.
But you know what, Steve? It's not all about shot selection. Let's not overlook what an unbelievable shooter he is, period. I mean, he can knock them down from all over the court with defenders draped all over him.
Here's George. The Knicks making the shot. Shot clock at 6. Here's Knox, and it's New Orleans scoring again. The Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's the screen. Pass to Drake. To the right side. 5 on the clock. Out left to the wing. Here's Crowder. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Here's Money. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's a bad shot. You really hurt your team by taking a shot from that range. You put your defense in jeopardy.
And it certainly won't make him any friends with his teammates.
Now here's Hardaway. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. Stolen by Wade. And now the Pelicans on the break.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Knicks trail by 10. Knocked away. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans.
Ooh, that was awesome.
Look out below. New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. kicks it to Crowder. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Crowder's got his first basket.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Here's Drake. Paul George grabs the miss.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Here's Money. That ball's nice feed that time from George. 16 points for Money. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment.
I think our shot selection could be a lot better on the offensive end, so be patient. If you don't have an open look, move the basketball. Eventually, someone's going to be wide open for the shot. Now let's go.
So New York ends up going with the new group. The Pelicans making a switch here.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 4 points a game, 6 rebounds. Thinks he can give them more than what he's actually giving them right now off the bench.
Well, I think everybody likes to think they can do more, but he just needs to be a bit more seasoned and learn the ropes, take his time, and his time will come.
Pelicans leading by 12. Here's Money. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And guys, let's take a look at how the Pelicans performed last month. Tops in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Money. He's already got 17 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
Knicks trail by 14. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
New Orleans has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. It's deflected. And they go to the intentional foul.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Maybe he just wanted
Checking in for the Pelicans. Eric Gordon. Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. There's the dish to Curry. Left side Curry. No good on the buzzer beater. Not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Well, Steve, Clark, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
Yeah, everything's gone right for this club offensively. They are really putting it together.
not too many speed bumps in the road as they built this lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Money in at point guard. Also Corey Joseph out there. And it's Knox in at the 5 down low. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Heat delivered quite a performance. He ended with an amazing number of points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
Pass to Caboclo. Clock at 6. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at New Orleans. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. Of course, there's the Timberwolves, just way behind.
When I look at New Orleans, they're a completely different team than they were last season. I thought they would take a step forward this year, but I'd be lying if I said I thought they'd take this big a leap. It's been a huge bounce back for them.
Yeah, you're not alone in that regard, Clark. There were very few people that believed in them. I know I didn't, but the fact of the matter is they believe in themselves, and that's all that matters. And that confidence was clearly warranted. Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Knicks trail by 18. And the pass to Drake. Puts it up from 15. Good on the jump shot.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
New Orleans has gone 3-7 tonight from three-point territory. Money passes to Knox. The dive for the ball. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Dwayne Wade, he's checked in for Corey Joseph. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Right wing. Hardaway kicks to Cancer. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Money. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Money's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that's collected by Money.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Knicks trail by 16. Dishes to Hardaway. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Bone-headed play, guys. Plain and simple.
Yep, brain fade is what I like to call it. There's no way they're getting out of the hole making mistakes like that.
Monty Eunice is checked in for New Orleans. It's stolen. And a fast break now for New York.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
That's the way you creep back into a game. Get those key stops, push it down the floor with your transition game.
The shot's good for Money.
Maybe that'll get him going here in the second quarter. He already knocked down 2 in the first.
And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. Pelicans, number 1.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing that has led to wide-open long-range shots. That's why we see the great numbers from the three-point line.
Goes up the baseline.
He has not been on his game, and, you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. That free throw, good for Money. Both free throws, good for Money. Knicks trail by 19. Easton, defended by George. Feeds it to Cantor. That's tipped. Passes it to Drake. That's good. 6 points for him.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
And he lobs it up. Wade outside. Here's Money. Sinks the triple. Money's got 30.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Back to Hardaway. Here's Cantor. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Knox. The Knicks pull it in. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Drake. Back to Hardaway. Good on the three-point shot. Hardaway has got 5 now.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Here's Money. He has 30. He dishes it to George. And the pass to Knox. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Virtually uncontested. It's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
From down in the low post, it goes. He has 7.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket. A moment to check out Paul George here. The past few weeks, he's been a major contributor, and you can see where he ranks. He's averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Certainly not numbers he should be disappointed in, but we know what a high standard he holds himself to.
Well, quite honestly, I hope he's not disappointed. I mean, he's been giving them major contributions on a daily basis.
The assist. Donatas Monteunus.
Knicks trail by 19. Wade brings the double team. Passes it to Drake. The shot misses. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They set the pick. Here's Money. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Come on, are you kidding me? The reverse windmill? Man, you got to have some serious nerves going to that finish.
He just couldn't help himself. Clark had the space, has the hops, why not?
Oh,
Exactly.
If I could do that, I would too, fellas.
Cantor's shot is off. New Orleans leading by 21. Here's Money. 32 points in the game. Wade kicks to Monteunus. Here's the 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night. The feed to Crowder. Here's Haston.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Well, guys, for a point guard, he can punch it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that would have been unheard of about a decade and a half ago, Kevin, seeing a guy bounce like that at his side.
Good point.
Times have changed, though. Guys, we got guards all over the league who can play way above the rim.
Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Tries again. Tries yet again. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Knicks have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. So both teams making some changes.
2 shots.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
Okay, guys, tremendous work in the first half. These fans haven't had a thing to cheer about. Let's talk about how to keep it going. We are firing on all cylinders. I couldn't be happier. Defense, offense, you name it. We've done it. Tremendous performance from all of you. On the fast break is where we showed the most signs of life. When we pushed it, we were able to catch them on their heels a few times. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What a game we're seeing from Money.
As effective as he was slashing to the hoop in that first half, he was even better finishing once he got there.
Those were some incredible dunks we saw. I mean, incredible. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in the last 2 quarters.
Knicks trail by 20. We've got Hardaway. Ennis Cantor is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Drake in at the 4. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Hardaway dishes to Cantor. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Cantor's got the first bucket of the third here for the Knicks.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Money passes to Knox, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the left side wing. And again, New York with the triple. Here's Money. Wade on the wing. Pass to Money. Lets it go. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
There's the pick. Outside Hardaway. He feeds it to Crowder. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. The pass to Drake. To the paint. And the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got 5 points in the quarter.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Outside, George. Offensive rebound, Knox. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. He's got 10.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
Montezumas with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Here's Money. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 5 assists tonight.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Here's Haston. Kicks it to Cantor. Can't get it to go. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Rob. Nobody near George. Good on the triple. George has got 11 points.
They are trying to pull away here, continuing to add to this lead.
Well, Steve, no time is a good time to let up in my mind. I mean, you got to continue to just play the game no matter what the score is. No mercy being shown out there, and they're looking to pull away. I like that.
The NBA is all about exploiting matchups, man. Now we've got a perfect opportunity here to take advantage. So let's feed them the rock and let them go to work. The rest of you crash the boards as soon as the ball goes up. Got it? Let's make it happen.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Knicks coach was going over with his guys. Offensively, he'd like to see them get the ball into the post as often as possible. That's where he thinks their biggest advantage lies. He also them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris.
Still Knicks ball. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 18.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Knocked loose. Unhindered, going all the way. On up the court. And it's Wade with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
New York moving it around. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Climbing the ladder for the 360. That's major bounce right there.
Yeah, Clark, he was sky high on the finish.
It was just a beautiful blend of athleticism, coordination, and confidence.
Passes it to Drake. Back to Hardaway. Here's Crowder. He has 7. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cantor, and he jams it with authority. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Money passes to Wade. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Out to the right wing. Kicks it to Cantor. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Cantor's got 6 in the quarter. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 17-6 run. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys. And all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Wade brings the double team. The dish to Crowder. Cantor inside. He's got 10, and the shot is good.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Here's Money, and he's got 41. A baseline J. Knicks with the rebound. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Knocks it loose. Here we go, all alone. Here's Money.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Pass to Cantor. Right side Hardaway. The rebound by Money.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
There's the pick. Moniunas with it. Cantor covering. And George kicks to Moniunas. Tries a 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Drake. All alone. And he gets the jumper to drop. Cantor's got 10 points in just the second half. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. Well, guys, for a point guard, he can punch it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that would have been unheard of about a decade and a half ago, Kevin, seeing a guy bounce like that at his side.
Good point.
Times have changed, though. Guys, we got guards all over the league who can play way above the rim.
Here's Money. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And the shot is good.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Cantor's got 16.
Not too many of those shots were dropping for him in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Here's Money. George dishes to Wade. There's the pass to Money. Back to Wade. Lays it up and banks it in. Wade's got 6 points in the quarter.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Dishes to Crowder. Good on the triple. 10 points for him.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. There's a screen. Nobody near George. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Drake lays it up and banks it in.
Big strike. 61-90.
New Orleans has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's money. Left side, George. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that's...
Nice work on D.
Here's Caboclo. Right now averaging 5 points a game. He kicks to Anderson. Jacks up a three. That is good. Anderson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Boy, when you got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
Curry's shot is good.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. I mean, get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
The Pelicans shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Rodic uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, I tell you what, the D was way too soft right there, like Jello. You got to do better than that.
Clark, he's not the kind of guy you want to get in the way of.
No, exactly. I mean, he's a hard man to stop coming down the lane, but you've got to have good position before the play starts.
Money's checked in for Corey Joseph. Here's Caboclo. Here's Kufis. Some solid defensive work there for Money.
The defender was in his jersey that time, Steve.
And it rattled him. He clearly was not comfortable at all on the release.
New York's got 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Caboclo. Good. Caboclo's got 6.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
55 seconds left to play here in the third. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting for New Orleans. Donatas Martinez. Shooting 1.
And that one misses. The Knicks shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Leonard with the ball, picked up by Kid Gilchrist. New York moving it around. Shots good by McLemore.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. Monty Eunice. Kufis grabs the miss. Kufis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
He's their top rebounder. He's doing an excellent job on the glass today.
Boy, I tell you what, I love the effort he's shown on the boards today, Steve. It's been fantastic. Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
Pulls from the top of the key, and again, it's New York.
Knicks losing. 73.
Gets it off. Shot misses. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Pelicans ahead, running away with it. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Coming up Monday, January 6th, the New Orleans Pelicans go up against the Brooklyn Nets. It's the real deal.
On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Money, he's in at the point. Muscala is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And there's Gordon. And the Pelicans with possession here. Kidd-Gilchrist, the pass to Money. Connects from three-point range. Money's got 51.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Every once in a while, he'll kind of step out of his role and give you something like that.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. The first one falls, and New York making a change here.
2 shots.
Good on both. The Knicks shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Here's Haston. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And the first one drops. The Pelicans making a switch here.
Cover somebody.
And the Knicks with possession here. Passes it to Caboclo to the left wing. Feeds Toledo for the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Money's checked in for New Orleans. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Joseph. Pass to Money. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Caboclo pulls it down.
Got a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
The Pelicans shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Gordon, the pass to Money. Good on the three-point shot. Money's got 56 points in the game.
And he's performing at such a high level. That's why they're in the lead right now.
Gibson the screen. No good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Misses from close range.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Left side, Gordon. There's the pass to Money. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Gordon for three. Lito with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Can't cash in from close range. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. The Knicks shooting 43% for the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And it's good off the back rim and in. Here's Money.
Knicks losing 78-106.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And he drops it in from the low post. Money's got 58.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Pass to Caboclo. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Money. Cranes the three-pointer.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
To the middle. Passes it to Reese. Poked away. Here's Money. And the Knicks with possession here. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to make the easy pass. Somebody's open, throw it to them. When you do that multiple times, the game starts to find a flow to itself.
Pass to Caboclo. And there's the feed to Lido. 6 on the shot clock. And the pass to Caboclo. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Knicks losing. 80-111.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Money. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Knicks shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Not a bad look at the hoop, just couldn't get it to bounce in for him.
Joseph, the pass to Money. That one wide left.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
You know, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
New York moving it around. The jump hook. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Joseph's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Money to the inside. Gordon kicks to Muscala. Here's Joseph. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, I'll tell you what, since the beginning of the fourth quarter, the three-point shot has really just been there for them. Everything's falling.
Yeah, the touch from downtown is right on point.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Caboclo. 6 on the shot clock from 8. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Looks like he's lost his focus a little bit. Not playing well in this quarter.
Pass to Caboclo. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
First one falls for him. The Knicks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And the Pelicans making a change here. So he gets them both. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Puts up a 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Wow. What can you say?
And so it's New York with it. Here's Lido. Pass to Caboclo. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Boy, has he picked it up in the second half. He's on fire.
117.
Here's Money. Now the pass to Knox. And the officials call a traveling violation.
It's amazing one player can turn the ball over so often.
New York shooting 43% for the game. Lido dishes to Hardaway. Hands it from downtown.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap up since the start of the second half. They're starting to find the range.
Steve, the lasers are starting to do their thing. That's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, he's been pretty safe with the ball for the most part. In fact, that's his first turnover, guys. Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Kufis checked in for New York. And that one's good. Lido.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, hitting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Money passes to Gordon. Tries from 10. Here's Muscala, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
At the line for the Pelicans, Mike Muscala. Shooting 1.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lito kicks to Koufos. Lots of room. Good.
Something they'd like to see more of him more often, that's for sure.
The Pelicans have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14.
Knicks foul, Ricardo Lito. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for New Orleans.
That free throw good for money. Anderson, he's checked in for the Knicks. That one is no good. Here's New York. Here's Caboclo, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead. I love what they're doing, trying to put the hammer down, attacking the basket when they can.
New York shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Lito dishes to Koufos. To the middle, here's Caboclo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Caboclo's got 12 points here in the second half.
He put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
Pass to Muscala. Deflects the pass. Here's Money. Pass to Muscala. Just 5 on the clock. Another one falls for New Orleans.
He had no problem knocking down that shot. And a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
And that's a foul called on Money. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul might force him to scale back the aggression defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
18 seconds on the shot clock. 18.
And here's Anderson for 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks to Koufos. New York moving it around. Caboclo, the pass to Lito. That's good.
You gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Here's Money.
95. 125.
There's a good screen. Shot clock at 6. And here's Gordon from outside. The shot is off. And New York the other way now. Poked away. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, that's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Here's Lito. And the 3 off target. The Pelicans shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's Money. Buries the long-range jumper.
Great second half. I mean, he came out of that locker room ready to play.
New York's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Lito. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lito's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
Well, they've had this team's number all season. 2 wins in 2 meetings. Doesn't seem to matter what building they play in.
Yeah, I thought the result might be different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. I mean, now they'll have to wait until next year for a shot at revenge.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Money. You have to look at his steals and when he would come up with them as major factors in this result.
The shot by Lito no good. The Pelicans shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Now the pass to Muscala. Here's Money. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Knox. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Lito kicks to Kufis. To the inside. Will it go? And he lays it up and in.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
137.
Here's Money. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, all night long you were able to control the glass. A visibly winded Warrior here. How were you able to get so many shots that came off the iron?
I think I was in the right place at the right time, really. I know some guys will study the tape and watch for certain players and miss shots, but not me. You know, I just prefer to play on feel and use my strength to get to the boards.
Mission accomplished tonight. Congratulations. Kev, over to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.
Just because it's the middle of the night, that don't mean I won't hunt you down. 'Cause something deep inside is pulling me and I want you now. You and I should be getting it right. Ain't no sense in you roaming around. If I can't have you, nobody can. There's an animal speaking that'll